Greetings, it's Mike from LiveMyAssOff.com, and we're taking the boat over to Grape Island. So as you can see here from the map, we started out at the bottom. We're going up that dotted line on the left, right past Grape Island, because we're going to be going to this red dot, which is Bumpkin Island. So we go around Grape and then over to Bumpkin, and then from Bumpkin, we basically head back to Grape, so that's just where it goes.
From Hingham to Boston, it's like super convenient.
That's the commuter boat, actually. I wanted to show you that. So it's going past Peddix Island, kind of where we're going right now, which is between Peddix and Hull, is what's called Hull Gut. And then just to the south of that, you probably saw on the map, which is Bumpkin Island. So that's that guy right there. Just to the south is Bumpkin Island, and came around Grape and over to Bumpkin Island. They stopped here for probably, honestly, no more than like 2 or 3 minutes. So it's kind of nice, actually. You don't just like hop on a boat and go, you know, I don't know, half a mile or whatever it is out to Grape Island, and then start your trip. So it was neat. We were able to start off the extravaganza with a boat trip over to Bumpkin Island. It's a bigger island, and it's actually a little colder than Grape Island, so I don't particularly like it as much, although it is bigger, which is kind of nice. So, and from there, then you basically just wait a few minutes, those people will get on, and off we go, back to Grape, which is like kind of actually, it's a pretty nice trek. I was really excited about it. Sun was out, and it was beautiful. And so right now, we're basically just coming around the back side of Grape, and our campsite will be pretty much on the other side of those trees, sort of at the top of the island. And basically what we're doing right now is we're heading back toward the Hingham shipyard. But before we do that, we take a left, and basically we head back over to Grape Island, which is really, really cool. So I'm excited to show you that. We're going to be setting up camp and everything, so stay tuned. So you guys are going to see Master Tenter. Gracie is going to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken and videotape me. So there you go. All right. So first thing, obviously, is it's huge. And you would think, oh my God, that's such a pain in the ass. Why wouldn't you like get one that rolls up? Well, I was pleasantly surprised with this. And if anyone's watching and you guys remember Building 19, that's where I bought this. For I think $40. Normally they're $150. So the cool thing is it comes with this case, obviously. So that goes over your shoulder. It's got a shoulder strap. But then you basically take it out. Inside there are the poles and stuff for the fly. But basically you just take it like this.
Wow.
Tent. I found this thing, I was so stoked. I thought, oh my God, why doesn't everybody own one of these? And obviously it's because you carry around basically a giant hula hoop. But yeah, so this is pretty good. Okay, so cool. So that's the back. And I got all the sticks out of the way. Put a little bit for support, but basically we are camping. Good, all done. You're great, thank you. Got no selfie.
You need 2 chicken?
Can I tell you I'm eating with a Filipina? Chicken and rice. We're living the dream.
Of course.
And there's our house for tonight. Love it. So number 830 of the top 1,000 reasons I love traveling with Gracie is no matter where she goes, she brings an umbrella. And it is absolutely not going to rain, but you know what it is? sunny, and hot. So it's very helpful. Always travel with an Asian girl. What's that?
You want your selfie stick?
Selfie stick, yeah. Let's bring that on our adventure out of the campsite. Campsite number 5. Okay, I'm in charge of Coke Zero. Gracie's in charge of water. Yeah, you feel me. All right, tent zipped up. All good?
Yeah.
All right, off to explore. I'll interlay some maps several times probably in the video to let you know where I am. The flies actually bite here. They're not like those crazy horse flies that you would get, like the really big ones that would hurt. I remember down in the Cape one year, those were really bad. But product endorsement. Look at that. See? Plenty of shade.
How is that?
How come Gracie looks so young? Because she wraps herself in SPF 1000. All right. So, we are campsite number 5. Beach is that way. That outhouse right there would be very convenient if it worked. It does not work. I don't know what that means. I don't know whether that means that the level of stuff has gotten up so high that they just can't shovel it out fast enough. No, it's a composting device, so I have a feeling that it's just not composting correctly. So here we are, site number 5. This is our, this is our little walkway. And what's cool is that, oh wow.
Oh, that's empty. Ah, that's the one that the people just leave just now.
Did they?
I guess, yeah.
Oh.
So it's nicer here.
Yeah, very shady.
More shady.
That's all right. I mean, once
So when we return, there will be shade.
yeah, when we return, it'll be shade, but that's something I usually don't care about.
Honey, take me a picture there.
Is shade. Take your picture?
Ah.
Or up here, you want me to take your picture? Oh, with your
Yeah,
phone.
there.
Okay.
But you can
Selfie
take picture
time.
from
Stand
there.
by. The shade, but you have the umbrella, yeah. Of course. So this has obviously been here a while, and okay, so let's see. When I was down in the Florida Keys, excuse me, it had been 30 years since I had been there. The last time I was on this island, last time I went camping on a Boston Harbor Island, I believe actually I was on Bumpkin. Bumpkin, yeah.
I thought it's
So there's
pumpkin.
7. Oh yeah, like all of these have more shade. Oh, they got a good size one. 8's a good size one.
It's nicer inside too.
Yeah, see? Get their own little area. Now, as far as I know, this keeps going all the way to the top of the mountain, but it might not, which would be smart, I suppose, because then, like, the only people that kind of come up here are people that are really camping. Oh, that's a stellar one, but it's kind of big. You get that tree there. They left a pot there.
I guess it's for like more people.
Number 10, yeah, it's obviously for more people, but that's a sweet one.
Yeah, you can give me my phone.
Okay. So I think we can go this way. I wonder if I should go all Blair Witch tonight on this. Okay, cool, yeah. All right, so these are paths. So there's this one. The pier is this way, which is where we came from. And then there's something that goes to the left, but we don't know. So, and then I think this one actually goes all the way back down to, oh, you know what? No, I think this goes to, I think this goes to the group campsite. I remember this because the grass is so long. It's like when you shuffle your flip-flops, you end up getting this cool feeling of like long grass going on your toes. Pretty cool. It's probably going back to the pier. I also think it's going to the group campsite area. Okay, so if you're ever wondering why we have turkey at Thanksgiving, it's because they're basically everywhere. Now see, he's probably used to being fed by humans actually, but look at the size of that thing, right? Can you guys see it? There's another one over here, but it's deep in the woods. Yep.
Oh, there's two there.
Yeah, that's a big turkey. I wonder if I can zoom in and have you see it. Nah, he's too far away. But the good news is we'll probably see another one, and we'll probably see a deer at some point. So I'm looking forward to that too. Oh, beautiful pine tree. So there's a shot of the city line, downtown Boston, Beantown. And we're hanging out here on this trail. It's got a couple of benches. And then, of course, you're saying, well, why the heck aren't you sitting with Gracie? And the more appropriate question is, why isn't she sitting with you? And it's because she saw this. And she believes that bad things happen when you get near a caterpillar. And they're a what? So she believes that those are very itchy if they hang out on your body for a long time. I have a sunburn because my head is the same color as my red in my shirt. No big whoop. Gorgeous here. Love it, love it, love it in the summer in Boston. That's Bumpkin way over there, which is actually quite close to Grape. And so that guy, I mean, he definitely took the long route because he took the
it's like an hour.
because he took the channel. Yeah, it was totally an hour, yeah. And then Pocahontas over here with her very genuine feather in her cap. So now that we've walked away, let's walk back here and see if the turkeys got any braver. No, they're still hanging out in there. Now this guy's on the other side of the path, but I don't know if his goal was to come over this. So, no, I think they're gone for now, unfortunately. I think Gracie got a couple of stills of them, but I mean, you know, they blend in with the foliage. So they don't die and they can get that big, actually. When I was a younger boy, or a young man, very few, most of these trees were not here. And yeah, it's awesome. I love coming back to these places. And you know, as much as I balk about the cold weather, when it's warm here, it is the coolest place to go during the summer. So it's cool that we're hanging out. So this is a good climbing tree. You could make a fort in that. You could put a rope swing on it. Get some flat over there. And you'd have this view. Not bad, right? That'd be a cool tree house. So here's some other campsites. The restroom actually that is back there on the right is the one that's busted. Another thing here with some camp rules. Pretty much, it's just like if you're gonna have a bonfire, have it at the beach. No fires on the campgrounds, although you can see they do have the grill there if you wanted to bring charcoal. But then the problem, of course, is that I always wonder, is it really, really out? And I guess you could douse it in water and then scrape it all out, but it's kind of messy. So, but you can have a thing you can have a fire at the beach, provided it's below the high tide line, which works out really good today because high tide was about midday. I think it was about 1 o'clock, maybe 1:30. So, by about 7 or 8, tide will be coming back in, and as long as you have it somewhere on the beach, then you'll be good. And so that used to be my teen years right there. My Boston whaler tied up at the beach. And at the time, I didn't have to share the beach with anybody, but this is July 4th weekend, basically. Or sorry, it's the holiday week. Oh yeah, so people were,
Park
obviously.
staff and volunteers are working to restore native
Yeah, so you wouldn't take this wood, for example, to
biodiversity.
build your fires. Anyway, so we're going to cruise over to the pier, watch the 320 boat come in, and then basically wait for sunset, because we're living the dream.